So, what I want to talk about today is an experience I actually had not yesterday, yesterday morning. I don't know what date we are today, but it's an astral projection experience, basically, an out-of-body experience. I've been trying ever since about June 25. I think that was the date that I first had my experience, which is about 2 months ago. I've been trying to induce one again voluntarily, and my goal basically would be able to astral project or astral travel at will, you know, because it can be a useful tool. Now, why did I start? Because, you know, religion exists, atheists exist, like there's different belief systems, right? Belief systems that have been put like for you. You choose which one, or you're not even able to choose which one you want sometimes, depending on what religion you are. But this kind of spirituality, astral travel thing is not the same. This is something that you start exploring by yourself if you have an experience. No one is there to force you or anything. It's finding yourself, basically. It's trying to discover where do you come from, you know. So the reason why I went into believing these kind of things now, astral projection, spirituality, is because I had an experience for myself. There's nothing else to say. There's no one forcing me to believe in this. I'm the one now who's researching on this, because I mean, it's so interesting. I literally left my body consciously and saw myself sleeping, moved around the room. So from now, I know basically that I don't know if I don't know really a lot about religions, but I don't know if there are some religions that supposedly you're stuck. For example, Muslim religion, astral travel or astral projection, which would actually be called your soul leaving your body when you die, is not believed to be possible until death. And once you die, then you go to paradise or hell, depending after your judgment by God. Well, I had proof for myself. No one can ever take away. No one cannot take away this information from me, because I lived it. Is that it is possible. You can actually leave your body, have an out-of-body experience, a near-death experience, just like by sleeping, basically going to sleep but staying conscious. So what happened yesterday morning is I was in sleep paralysis very quickly, easily. So actually, I'm gonna resume a little bit what how to astral project. Basically, what the whole point is to put your body asleep, but keep your consciousness aware. Now you see, now that I know about that. Before, I thought that consciousness and the body are one thing. I actually believe that. Unfortunately, I believe that consciousness and the body was one thing, and once your body sleeps, your consciousness has to go sleep also. You fall unconscious. That's not true. Your consciousness uses your body like a car. It has to communicate with a certain language. So it is possible to actually have your body fall asleep, like completely asleep, resting, but you're still conscious. And this leads to what we call sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is basically what you've heard, that scary thing where you wake up in the middle of the night, you didn't move when you woke up, so you wake up and you're like conscious behind your eyes, but you can't move. And some people hear noises, they hear strange things, and they feel the presence or this kind of thing. And this thing is going on the internet saying that, oh my God, you haven't experienced fear if you haven't done sleep paralysis. It's bullshit. Literally, it's literally bullshit. This is like a fake belief that you actually become scared of sleep paralysis, and you do not want to have it ever in your life. But the truth is sleep paralysis is the gateway to astral projection. It's what you need to actually achieve before. You need to put your body asleep while your mind is awake. What happens next, that's the first time, that's what happened to me, is your body starts becoming numb. After this, you know, you feel like a tingle when it's numb. After this, it's different. It feels like your body becomes, like, no joke, like maybe 20 times more heavy. It feels like you've been putting on a lead cover, like a cover of metal on top of your legs and your body. So you feel so heavy, and after this heaviness reaches your throat, it's gonna feel, you're gonna start to feel a disorientation in the bed. You're not gonna know if you're, like, you could be basically standing straight through your bed and your head sticking out the bed. It would be no difference. You don't know what orientation you are. Space becomes different. And at this point, you start feeling like, have you ever felt this? I'm sure it's an experience that everyone has ever felt. You know, when you sleep, you're falling asleep, like halfway, and then all of a sudden you feel like that falling sensation, like that jerking sensation where you're like jerk back into your body. Well, I call this because I know this now, but before it felt like a falling sensation. This is actually a sensation when you start getting it slowly, like when you're trying to astral project with sleep paralysis. You actually feel that sensation rising slowly instead of getting it one shot. You have to get accustomed to the sensation. It feels like you're on top of a roller coaster that's going down very fast. So like a G-force. This is basically what it feels like. And this is you about to come out of your body. This is you having your body asleep and you about to go out of your body. You see, after this, once you reach this stage, your body's gonna actually start vibrating. Literally, the only way to describe this, it's hard because it's a very powerful vibration. The only way to describe this is your body is vibrating. At the beginning, it vibrates at a low frequency, so you actually feel like the bed is moving and your body's moving. But if you keep calm and you keep relaxed, you're gonna realize that the vibration becomes very high pitched. The frequency goes up, and after this you notice that it actually comes in it comes from your head. Your body's not really vibrating. It comes from your pineal gland, which is in the center of your head. Some people call it the third eye. So once the vibrations stop, they're gonna go high frequency and then stop. You get up. You literally get up. You're in the astrals. Your consciousness tuned to another frequency, another reality where it can consciously live other experiences. This is astral projection. I always like to give an example like the internet. What is the internet basically? The internet exists. Facebook exists. Google exists, right? We all know this. We're on it every day. But it goes through us. It's like an imaginary, it exists, but it goes through everyone. It's like a frequency. This is the astrals. It's the same thing. The astrals is the same thing. It's like a universal internet that links every single cell in the whole universe in one space. When you go in the astrals, space, time has less of an influence on you. It feels like it's like you're free to do things like in a dream, but you know it's not in a dream because you stayed conscious the whole time and you see live footage. You can actually see information come back to your body, write it down, and you're gonna realize that this information is 100% accurate. It's like I call it like the universal internet, basically. That's what it is. So yeah, so basically that's an explanation of how you astral project. So me, what happened yesterday morning is I felt the sleep paralysis. Sometimes when you wake up in the morning, if you can wake up without moving, you're gonna hit sleep paralysis very fast. If you're lucky, you're actually gonna be in it right away. And at that moment, I tried separating my body because your astral body is actually on top of your, well, on top, like your aura, what people call the aura, is actually your astral body. It's your body that you're actually going to use, your energy body, which you're going to use in the astrals. And I was trying to separate this in sleep paralysis. And what happens is, the more my arm went up, the more my arm was starting to leave, the more I was actually going in sleep paralysis even deeper, the more the G-force feeling was going up. Felt like I was a little bit turning around. I felt a little bit dizzy, losing my orientation in the bed, and actually I was almost like at the point where I was almost sitting like 85% of the way on the side of my bed. The only thing is I was not able to open my astral eyes, your eyes, to see in the astrals. I didn't really think about opening them. I was too concentrated on trying to get up. It's the furthest I've got in 2 months, which is normal. It can take some time, some practice. It was the furthest that I got since I actually astral projected completely last time. So I'm very happy. And later in the day, I text my mom, because me and my mom, we talk about these things a lot. Actually, you know, she's a lot into spirituality and things like this. And since I talked to her about astral projection, she's had 3 astral projections, and they're by accident. In the morning, she wakes up after a dream, she doesn't move, and the vibrations hit her, and she's not like me though. She starts flying, and she's shown so many things. She was like, space moved around her, and then she ended up in Egypt seeing things. She actually saw her last astral projection, which was yesterday. She texted me back, "I've had another astral projection today, I'm gonna call you in 10 minutes. So I was like, what the hell, what a coincidence. I almost made it today. And she had another one. Anyway, and she actually saw a previous life she lived. You know, she was black. She was helping someone open the door, and when she saw this, she instantly knew it was her. It's like information is loaded in your head in the astrals. It's like, it's automatic. When you speak to someone, you already know what the person wants. You already know the intentions without even saying. So there's no lying or anything in the astrals. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the video for today. So if you're interested, seriously, I don't advise you to believe anything, to tell you this is the truth. Me, what I advise, which is you're gonna see, if you go search on astral projection, how to astral project on the internet, people are gonna say the same thing. Don't believe bullshit. Don't believe anyone. You don't even have to believe me. But try it for yourself. Take advantage of the fact that it's an experience you can actually try for yourself. This is what I did. There's no one stopping you from this. So, have a good day.